Social Security, Retirement, Disability, SSDI, Survivors, and SSI. Being replaced? Wait, what? Well, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about right here in the video, as I have all the details and what you need to know, so let's get right into it. Alright, I do know that there are a lot of you right here in the community who do receive some type of fixed income benefit, many of which are from those benefits I just mentioned a few seconds ago. As a result of this, I want to offer some additional clarification, because this is something that I've been seeing pop up in the headlines a few times here over the last few weeks. Social Security, Retirement, SSDI, Survivors, and SSI is going to be replaced, right? Well, hang on a second. Let's actually get into it and talk about all the details and where this is actually coming from and why this is actually circling around out there right now. So let's get right into it. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting that button right down below the video. I'm here for you each and every day as your one and only daily advocate, and I am very much dedicated to you and this community to continue doing all the research, breaking it all down into these short videos, especially as it pertains to money, benefits, raises to benefits, reform to these programs, new bills, legislation, money, checks, stimulus, and so much more that I continue to talk about and find in my research every single day, as there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot of new bills that are circling around Congress, as well as many things to reform and actually shore up some of these very important programs to get more money into the pockets of fixed income beneficiaries. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, so you don't miss any videos going forward during this very busy time, and I'll continue to be here for you no matter what going forward, as that is my commitment and dedication to you and this community. All right, thanks again. Let's jump into it and discuss what is all this talk about these very important programs being replaced. All right, so let me quickly preface this by saying this much. A couple weeks ago, we got that new report out of the Social Security Board of Trustees, giving us a glimpse into the finances of Social Security. Well, Social Security is sitting on a pile of cash right now. In fact, over $2.8 trillion is how much they have in the trust funds combined. So you can see here, they've got a lot of money on their books right now, right? However, yes, according to what we were finding and according to this report out of the Social Security Board of Trustees, there are certainly some problems ahead for Social Security. However, is that going to be coming tomorrow? No. Is it coming next week? Nope. Is it coming in 5 years? No. Is it coming in 10 years? Nope, not even. It's coming in about 13 years from right now, according to this most recent report out of the Social Security Board of Trustees, when we could potentially see the trust funds insolvent. In other words, all they would need to do at that point is just cut benefits by 20% and only pay out 80% of promised benefits versus the 100% of promised benefits that they're sending out right here, right now. But let me say this much as well. Social Security has been around for many, many decades, right? Like 6 decades, like 60 plus years. Social Security has been around, sending out benefits every single month. They've never missed a promised benefit, according to some of the lawmakers. Of course, I don't know if they've ever, I've never looked and seen if they've made a late payment or anything like that, because I don't know what goes on behind the doors of Social Security. But according to everything that I found about this, they say that they've never missed a promised payment, and all has been good and fine and dandy with Social Security. That's good to know, right? Another thing that I want to point out as well. Yes, Social Security Retirement, Disability, SSDI, and Survivors are paid out of the trust funds. However, SSI, Supplemental Security Income, is not. That's paid out of federal funds, as in the general fund of federal funds, right? So the prospect of SSI being insolvent is like not a thing, right? It's just like impossible. It can't be. The federal government has essentially unlimited amounts of dollars that they have to work with. So SSI becoming insolvent, not really a thing, right? It's just like almost impossible. So anyway, now let's quickly talk about what is this discussion about all these programs being replaced. All right, so let me talk you through the details about this. I've seen it pop up here a few times recently, and I thought, you know what, I should probably talk about this in case some of you are seeing this, hearing about it in different places. I thought, you know what, it's probably important to talk about this because, I know that a lot of you rely on these monthly benefits. According to the statistics and all the reports, the vast majority of fixed income beneficiaries of all these benefits I've been mentioning throughout the video rely on their monthly benefit for the vast majority of their monthly income. Therefore, it's very important, right? All right, so let me tell you the details. Basically, it comes down to this. With this new recent report out of the Social Security Board of Trustees, again, there's a lot of information floating around. If we look into this report, Social Security is totally fine. It's not going anywhere, okay? It's not going anywhere for any time near, right? Maybe in 13 years, it might get a little bit of a change to it, but other than that, it's totally fine. But the fact of the matter is, basically what it comes down to is all of these headlines, the reports, and things like this are basically looking at this report and saying, Social Security is going to be gone in 13 years. No, it's not. No, it's not. If anything, benefits might be reduced a little bit. So I want to make it very clear. Social Security is not going anywhere. Even in 13 years, it's not going anywhere. So that's the thing. Not really sure if people are just like talking about this to kind of like get it all hyped up and like create a bunch of fear and try to get Congress to do something quickly. I'm not really sure what this is all about, but Congress knows just as much as we do. We all understand this because we talk about it. We do research on this. I deliver the information to you in these videos. You understand this stuff. Congress understands this as well. So it's not going anywhere. Another thing, too, that I want to point out as well is there's the inception of all these new guaranteed basic income programs all around the country right now, right? So we continue to see these programs popping up all over the place. So, like, for example, all over in California, there's these programs on a city level, a county level, things like this. Literally all around the country right now. There's most states that have at least one of these programs rolling out, and there's a lot of these programs that continue to be introduced simply because states are sitting on billions upon billions of dollars right now, and they don't know what to do with it. So they're starting up all of these pilot programs to send out ongoing monthly checks. However, although these are great programs and they send out ongoing monthly checks to people, again, these would not replace Social Security. Social Security is a very important program. It's been around for a very long time, and it is not going anywhere, okay? It's not like a dinosaur. It's going to be around for a while and then just disappear. No, it's not going to be like that. Maybe, of course, I can't speak to the future. I can't speak out 100 years from right now. I have no clue what's going to happen in 100 years. I don't have a crystal ball, and I don't have that ability to foresee the future out that far. But here's the thing. It's not going anywhere. So if you hear any of these rumors, if you hear any of this, the headlines, any of this talk about, it's going down, it's going broke, it's disappearing here in a number of years, that's simply not true. If you hear this information about it's going to be replaced by these guaranteed basic income programs, monthly check programs, these pilot programs, a guaranteed basic income on a national level, no. It's just not happening. It's not happening, okay? So maybe there would be one of these programs running parallel to Social Security at the same time. I could foresee that happening. To be honest with you, I could easily see that happening as well. In fact, I've been talking about that for almost 2 years now. I've been talking about this for a very long time. I've been saying, watch this. There will be a nationwide guaranteed basic income program. It's almost inevitable. With everything going on right now, with automation and robots taking over, and people just plain old just not being able to work right now because of a variety of different reasons, there's a lot of different things that are happening. It is pretty much inevitable that there will be some type of guaranteed basic income program on a nationwide level. However, as I've been saying for 2 years now, I have no clue when this is going to happen. We're already seeing it on the state level. We're already seeing it across the entire country. But we also have seen proposals coming out of Congress, members of Congress, who are in support of starting up a nationwide guaranteed basic income program, which essentially sends out ongoing monthly checks with no strings attached to everybody under a certain income threshold. So we've seen this introduced already. So they're already in the works on this thing. They're already kind of talking about it and discussing the details on that. Now, that original proposal was introduced about a year or so ago out of Ilhan Omar, which is one of the progressive representatives in Congress. So anyway, basically what she did was introduce exactly that, a guaranteed basic income program on a nationwide level. Anyway, I've been saying this for a couple years. Watch this. It will be coming. However, do I know exactly when? No, I don't. But based on everything that I'm seeing, this is basically what's going to happen. There will be some type of guaranteed basic income, almost like a Social Security program, but essentially it wouldn't be Social Security. It would just be basically the Treasury sending out ongoing payments for people with an income under a certain threshold. And again, we've also heard about other programs like Social Security for All, right? But again, would that be Social Security for All? No, it wouldn't actually be a Social Security program, but rather it would be a guaranteed basic income program. So anyway, I know it's kind of a long story, but you know what? try to make it short. Long story short, in other words, long story long. Sorry about that. Either way, I like to give you some of the background on all this and let you know where this is all coming from, what are all the details about this, and where do we currently stand. Where do we currently stand? Nothing changes. As of right now, with your monthly benefit, nothing changes. When it comes down to a nationwide guaranteed basic income program, I'd say, yeah, I'll continue watching that one. But yeah, I absolutely foresee one of these programs coming at some point, probably before too long. Next week? Nope. Next year? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure when it would be, but I do believe that there will be one of these programs probably sooner than later, within the next few years for sure. Anyway, hope you're having a nice day so far. I hope this offers some clarification on what's really going on right now. And yeah, the programs not necessarily being replaced, but rather there may be other programs running parallel to Social Security, which would be pretty cool, right? That'd be awesome. Could you imagine getting checks from a couple different places every single month? Social Security sends you a check. The Treasury, the IRS send you a check. I don't know. Sounds pretty cool to me, right? Sign me up. Where do I sign, right? Anyway, I'll keep you posted as I get more details on any of this. Of course, I'll be right here for you, breaking it all down, letting you know what's actually going on. So make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out some of the other thousands of videos right here on the channel. Until next time, have a nice day, enjoy, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.